Volume 1, Part 1, Chapter 8 of Democracy in America is called On the Federal Constitution. 1789 was a big year for both America and France. Tocqueville emphasizes the American system of checks and balances the framers devised, and the compromises they arrived at in order to accommodate small states and large states, as well as competition between the powers of the states and the powers of the federal government. The goal of the federal constitution was not to destroy the existence of the states, but only to restrict it. Tocqueville compares and contrasts the positions of an American president and a constitutional king in France. Commenting on the presidential election process, agitation and instability inevitably arise as a result of the election system. In the 12 presidential elections that have occurred since 1789, the House of Representatives has played a role on only 2 occasions. Tocqueville believes that presidential elections in America mark moments of national crisis, since who is chosen matters to all citizens, and that the framers were mistaken to allow presidents to be re-elected. Tocqueville next proceeds to discuss the judiciary, remarking on the unique powers and importance of the Supreme Court of the United States. The court's ability to establish the law is contingent on the people's willingness to obey it. Federal judges must know how to discern the spirit of the times to ensure continued respect and obedience to the sovereignty of the Union. In the following section, Tocqueville discusses the important topic of the relationship between the federal constitution and those of the states. Tocqueville goes on to compare the Union with other confederations. A key difference is that the 1789 Constitution entrusts execution of federal laws to the federal government rather than the states. Tocqueville concludes the chapter by observing some particular advantages that have contributed to the success story of American federalism. Tocqueville's discussion of the Constitution and of the federal system established by the framers is wide-ranging, perceptive, and sometimes unexpected. Readers of this chapter must keep in mind that Tocqueville wrote Volume 1 of his great work between his return to France in 1832 and the work's publication in 1835. Occasionally, some remarks are outdated. Tocqueville's negative verdict on re-election of the president may at first seem puzzling. For Tocqueville, the prevailing argument here seems to be the inherent corruption or unfairness of incumbency.